It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game. That's where this comes from. Yeah. In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this could be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rally in support of that upset. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from LA. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And then brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
Well, what does Lamar Jackson have in store for us this time around? Now a two-time NFL MVP. We know he is electricity personified on a football field. Must-see TV. He also knows, and these Ravens do too, that they got to take that final step. Got to get to a Super Bowl and ultimately win it for the two-time MVP. Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Short side option here, he's running left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now motion him out of the backfield. First down throw for Jackson. Henry on the catch.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Finding Flowers. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Lamar throwing again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action, here's Jackson. Wow, wide open here, complete. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Hey, let's be honest. The only reason the Chargers drafted in the top 5 was because Justin Herbert wasn't available all season long. An injury cut short his year, but it really didn't cut short his production while he was playing. Still over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. Kid, I can tell you, this is one guy that I love. I mean, I love to watch throw football. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Pistol snap to Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They've got a man in motion. He finds Aguilar. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, here's Lamar. Gets this one to Andrews. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by Deion Henley. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. From the 27. Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 7.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. The Chargers and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
2nd down now, 7 to go. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 41. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. He's got a gain of 6 there. Namdi Madubuike making that stop.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Flushed out of the... This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Caught near the goal line. It's an air raid touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers, they got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play fake, Jackson. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And again, it's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Lamar throwing again. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers, 14.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Timeout called by the Chargers, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 36. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Herbert now, blitz coming. He's got it over the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. A little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. So that's halftime for us here. It's a 7-point game after our first 2 quarters. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. He's trying to go deep again. They connect on the deep shot. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And the Chargers will have a first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Herbert now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. This ball's cut by Palmer. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie this game at 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Out of the gun, Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. It's an option to the left side. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Play action now for Herbert. And a man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what that is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And they bring him down around the 34.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Running this one left. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Tight end going in motion here. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. We're still timed through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Herbert. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert. This one's caught. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league...
Well, Jim Harbaugh, no stranger to barking at officials, and he's going to make them take another look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the 1st down. He's got it! And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Running for it with Dobbins. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with a touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. of the gun. Here's Jackson. He's got Andrews.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's caught for the first. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running back sent in motion. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motioning the tight end left. Caught by Flowers. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Lamar now from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Oh, no. The ball is loose. And it's scooped up by the Chargers.
Yeah, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers leading by 7. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he's brought down for a loss. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Going for the first with Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Back to throw. Finds Aguilar. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Setting up to pass. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Andrews with the catch. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He'll look to throw it. This finds Likely. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.